Brian Stokes Mitchell has been one of Broadway's leading men for about 3 decades. His first Tony Award nomination was for his performance as Coalhouse Walker Jr. in the landmark musical Ragtime. His next nomination would be for his performance in the revival of Kiss Me, Kate.
Do I mind if she fret and fuss, if she fume like Vesuvius, if she roar like the winter breeze on the rough Adriatic seas, if she scream like a teen?
And the American Theater Wings Tony goes to Brian Stokes Mitchell, Kiss Me, Kate.
This is Mr. Mitchell's first Tony Award.
Please, people, support the arts in your schools, because it is through the arts that we realize that we are all one. Thank you so much for this great honor.
Many Broadway roles have followed, in productions such as August Wilson's King Hedley II, Man of La Mancha, Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, and Shuffle Along, along with nonstop film and television work and a nonstop concert schedule. His second Tony Award came in 2016, but for a different kind of role, as chairman of the board of the Actors Fund, a human services organization for people working in the entertainment industry, from stage actors to scriptwriters to ticket takers. We caught up with Stokes, as he likes to be called, during one of his visits to the Lillian Booth Actors Home in Englewood, New Jersey, a state-of-the-art assisted living facility for entertainment professionals operated by the Actors Fund, currently undergoing a major expansion.
I call myself the luckiest actor in the world because I've never, since I left home at 17 years old, I've only made my living from the performing arts. I never had to wait tables, never had to pump gas. I've always made my living on stage, in film, doing voiceovers, always doing that. And I just, as I've gotten older, I realized that's nearly an impossible thing to do. Not very many people have that great good fortune to do that. And when the universe then says, hey, need some help here, come help at the Actors Fund, or come help at Americans for the Arts, or some of the other charities that I work with. When the universe asks that, it's like, yeah, that, I owe that to you back, universe. You've been taking very good care of me, and it feels good to do it.
At a recent concert at Kean University's intimate Enlow Recital Hall in Hillside, New Jersey, we got to see Stokes in rare form. No costumes, no set, and no supporting cast, except for renowned pianist and music director Ted Firth.
I just think my natural bent is to find joy in life and find happiness in life, because life has enough tragedy and terrible things to dish out. We don't have to go looking for those things, but I think it's always good to go looking for the things that give us joy, because those sometimes aren't so obvious. And what I've learned as a performer is when I hook into that, I almost become kind of a conduit for that, for an audience. There's something I almost feel it come through me when I'm doing a show. And I think one of the jobs for an artist is to kind of help people get centered again, find themselves again, or find whatever that thing is in them. But the only way you can do that is by finding that in you.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go.
The Quest, more commonly referred to as The Impossible Dream, is a song from the classic musical Man of La Mancha, and it has been Brian Stokes Mitchell's signature number ever since he played the iconic role of Don Quixote in 2002.
I've never felt the kind of energy from an audience as I did at the end of Ragtime or after I sang Impossible Dream. It felt like a tidal wave of energy that I could feel coming at me, that I could feel people responding to that song. And of course, it's made me analyze it. I analyze it exhaustively before I sing anything and beforehand. But I've also, thought about that and why it touches people. It's a perfect moment for when Don Quixote, the character, is describing to Dulcinea why he does what he does. And it seems like everybody that he touches in his madness, and the question for centuries about Don Quixote has been, is he really crazy? Or is he just acting that way because then it's connecting these other people to this thing? And that's what that song does. That song also connects people to something that's been lost, or they maybe felt disconnected with their own everybody has their own impossible dream.
Will be better for this. That one man scored and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.